Okay, I bet you're wondering what on earth are you looking at right now. So, I'm going to show you today exactly how I plan and prepare for my training sessions, how I build them out, what software, what products I use, why I use them, how I use them. I'm going to share with you the process that I use to build my workouts, so they're nice and clean, nice and agile, very simple to use, and I'm going to explain everything. And this is how I planned out the 50,000 pull-ups in 2022 personal challenge project and the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project. Okay, so let's dig into it. Right. So first of all, I want to talk you through my process. So it's the reps, sets, blocks, and milestones process. This is what I prescribe to. This is what works for me. And I'm going to explain how that's broken down. Okay, so first of all, a rep. So repetition or rep is the completion of a predefined movement. So in my case, for example, a pull-up. So one pull-up equals one rep. A set, that's the completion of a predefined number of reps. So for example, 5 pull-ups equals one set. A block, that is the completion of a predefined round number, for example 100, which comprises of reps and sets. So for example, 100 pull-ups equals one block. And a milestone is the completion of a predefined goal or target. So one block, for example, equals one milestone. So this is a screenshot of a video that I put out, which demonstrated how I broke down the 50,000 pull-ups in 152 days. But let's have a look at today's workout, and let's see how today's workout pulls in reps, sets, blocks, and milestones, and how I've built it out. So I'm going to bring you over to this one here. Okay, so this is a screenshot of today's workout for me. And the software that I'm using for this, real simple, is Google Keep. I think I did this one on Apple Notes, but this is Google Keep. So essentially, these are free applications which pretty much anyone can get hold of. So I always label it. So workout of the day, that's the WOD, today's date. And in fact, let me just bring this around here. So you can see on here, the first is block 1. This is the movement, so pull-ups, and this is the weight, so 2.5 kilograms. If it was body weight, that would just say BW. So block 1, rest for 30 seconds in between sets. So I know by looking at this here, I know by looking at this section here, that I've set myself 100 pull-ups to achieve. I know that my rep range is going to be 5 reps max because I've decided that's what it's going to be. I'll show you in a minute what that looks like. So if I achieve 100 pull-ups in block 1, then I've reached milestone 1 because I've decided that 100 pull-ups is in a block, and if I achieve block 1, then I've achieved milestone 1. It's really important that you include the rest times. Do you know what? I've got so much to say on rest times. It's unbelievable because a lot of people, including me, at one point in my life, I did not measure and manage my rest times in between sets. I would just perform that movement. So pull-ups, get off, I'd be breathing heavy, whatever, and I just rest, and then when I was ready, I'd just go again. That is not how I train. That is not how I train for muscular endurance training, because remember, I'm going for the distance. So it's very important. All of the details matter. So we're looking for precision techniques here. So how it will go will be 5 pull-ups, rest for 30 seconds, 5 pull-ups, rest for 30 seconds until I've completed block 1. Block 2, as you can see, it's a repeat of block 1. Block 3 is a repeat of block 1. Block 4 is a repeat of block 1. And block 5 is a repeat of block 1. That's what it looks like, not filled in, not completed. That's what I turn up to the training facility with. That's how I keep it nice and simple, nice and easy to use. And that's just literally on my phone, so I can pull that up. So I've got all that information there. This is what it looks like. One sec. This is what it looks like when it's completed. So this, what you're looking at right now, is literally a carbon copy of the middle screenshot, which we've just been talking through, but it's filled out. It's filled out with the reps, and you can see how they're broken down into sets. So for example, 5 reps, rest for 30 seconds, 5 reps, rest for 30 seconds, 5 reps, rest for 30 seconds, so on and so forth. So right there is 20 sets. 20 sets of 5 reps max equals 100 pull-ups. So that is block 1 complete. And as you can see down here, it just literally repeats. So this is what makes up my workouts. Now let's just say just imagine for a second that it wasn't pull-ups. Let's just say it was push-ups. Or let's just say it was squats. The process is the same thing. Like here it could say push-ups, pull-ups, push-ups, pull-ups, push-ups. Or it could say squats, pull-ups, push-ups, squats, pull-ups. The key is understanding what the rep is, understanding how many reps make a set, and understanding how many reps make a block and what constitutes the milestone. And the reason that you've probably heard of reps before and you've heard of sets, but you might not have heard of blocks and you might not have heard of milestones is blocks and milestones encourage achievements. They encourage celebrations. They encourage recognition. So if we look at the workout here, for example, for today, as I've completed block 1, I will acknowledge that I've just completed 100 pull-ups and I'm resting now for 60 seconds. But during that process, I will sink into gratitude. I will remind myself that I've just completed 100 pull-ups. I won't be thinking that I've got 400 pull-ups left to go. I'll be thinking, I've just completed 100 pull-ups. I am grateful. That is amazing. Before I embark on block 2. So milestones, they enable senses of achievements, stops along the way, so you can get a sense check of where you are, and they keep you focused. They keep me focused on large, audacious challenges or workouts. And blocks, all blocks do is they, well, like it says here, it is literally, it's the completion of a predefined round number. It enables me to build out my workout, my training session. It enables me to stay focused, to stick to a number. So that number isn't 96. That number isn't 106. In this case, it's 100. That's what it is, it's 100. But it could be 150 or 200, depending on what the workout is. But it's 100. This is how I build out large volumes of pull-ups. So if I say to you, today I'm going to do 500 pull-ups, and you said, how are you going to build it out? This is how I would build it out. Okay, so moving on to the final column over here, if you can see that, it is super tiny. This is essentially, this is a screenshot of a Google sheet, of a spreadsheet essentially. And this just says January 2024 pull-ups. It's very, very basic. So column A is the date. It goes all the way through from the 1st to the 31st, 31 days in January. Column B is what is it? Well, it's pull-ups. What's the target number of reps? 10,000. Okay. And then I've plugged in here how many reps I'm going to do on the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 8th, the 9th, so on and so forth. But the idea here is that it's 10,000 reps in January. How I get there is up to me. But what I wanted to do is I just wanted to put into play certain days so I could stay focused on what that looked like, and that's what it looks like. Am I adding any additional weight, or is it body weight? In this case, I'm going to be adding 2.5 kilograms, which is going to be attached to a chain. So I'm probably adding more weight because of the chain, but I'm adding a 2.5 kilogram weight. That's what it looks like. And finally, column D will be pull-ups achieved. So what are those reps? So if I've said, for example, on the 3rd of Jan 2024, I want to do 500 pull-ups weighted with a 2.5 kilogram weight. What did I achieve? And that number will go in there. And if I've achieved it, it's a green. If I've not achieved it, it's a red. And that is how I use the spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet just literally lives on my laptop. It's not something that I necessarily take to the gym. I could do, but I don't do that. What I do is I have on my phone the workouts open like this. So on Google Keep or Apple Notes, something like that. So I literally just punch in the details, and that's what it looks like. Okay, I will share more on this with you, but essentially that is my blueprint. That is how I build it out. Okay, any questions? Listen, just reach out, let me know. Okay, so this is day one of the challenge for January. So the January pull-ups, it's going to be 10,000 pull-ups, and I've got 31 days to achieve it in. I've broken it down. I want to do 500 pull-ups per session, and I want to add a 2.5 kilogram weight to it, to a chain. Now, it might not seem like a lot, that 2.5 kilogram weight, but you know what? For the reps, for the distance, I will feel that differentiator from doing body weight, 100% I will. But here's the big thing, I've not trained now properly, I want to say, a good 2 weeks. Properly, I mean proper workout, proper session. So I'm going to feel that, and it's been Christmas. I've indulged. I've not had that level of routine that I normally would have, and I'm probably going to feel that today, if I'm honest with you. So I am expecting that. So there's no surprises there, but I'm going to apply the reps, sets, blocks, and milestones process. So we've got the workout all set for today. I'm going to be using chalk. I'm fully hydrated, fully hydrated. I'm also fasted. So I've been fasting now for, about 17 hours so far. And I'm going to go and do the pull-ups. So I've not trained fasted for quite some time now. So that will be a shock to the system as well. But I'm genuinely interested to see how things will go today. But you'll be with me on the journey. So I will share everything with you. Okay, this is it. So 500 pull-ups is the target. I'm excited. These are the hands. So they've just started to build up the calluses on their own almost. Quite random, but that is going to be something that I'm going to look out for. That one there, that's got potential of a tear. So I might need to chisel these down, but listen, I'm excited. Let's get to it. Okay, first 15 reps in so far, and I can tell the difference 100%. So the main points where I'm feeling it is in the elbows, just in the elbow joints. But do you know what? I did some stretching beforehand, but I probably should have done a little bit more. Hands are feeling good, got the chalk on there. Let's get to it. Okay, block one complete, 100 pull-ups complete. Good, but not great. So the rep range that I go for is 5 pull-ups, rest for 30 seconds, 5 pull-ups, rest for 30 seconds. And I've achieved that up until around about 80 pull-ups. And then it went down to 4 pull-ups as part of a set. So the reason why I didn't push to strive for that 5 is that I knew by tapering it down to the 4, I'd get the 4 out and I'd be able to continue for the distance. If I just pushed for that 5 and struggled and then maybe tried to do it again, I might be at the point now where I'm saying, listen, I'm not even completed block 1, so I'm just applying my experience now based on the past, things that I've done in the past and situations that I've been in. But listen, we'll see how we get on. 100 pull-ups done so far, block 1 done so far, 400 left to go. Okay, that is it. So that's 500 pull-ups, 2.5 kg weight. Here's the feedback. Terrible workout. You know what? I would rather have done 1,000 pull-ups, body weight, following the rep sets, blocks, and milestones process. 5 reps, rest for 30 seconds, 5 reps, rest for 30 seconds, usual process, than start the new year for my first day doing 500 weighted pull-ups, even though the weight was 2.5 kg. You know what? It was a challenge today. I knew that it would be a challenge for me. Makes sense. Having not trained in the way that I normally train for a good 2 weeks, overeating, so consuming far more calories than my body actually needs, over process of say 2 weeks, getting out the routine of training, my body not being used to that strict routine, that discipline. So many different things that are going on. So to come back today and start and add that weight on, first of all, that's the difference. So that's change, and the body has to adapt to change. The mind has already adapted because I set the workout. I said that's what I wanted to do, 500 pull-ups and add the 2.5 kg weight. But the body's got to feel that. There's one thing thinking, do you know what, I'm going to do that thing and set it in the mind. And there's another thing, the body actually being able to perform. Now, the workout itself kind of goes like this. The remaining blocks, block 4 and block 5, tapered off. It was like 3 pull-ups, rest for 30 seconds, 3 pull-ups, rest for 30 seconds. So the process remains the same, reps, sets, blocks and milestones, but hitting the 5 reps max, which is what I want to achieve for every set, that's not happened today. So everything else is the same. Everything else is the same apart from the max reps has not hit 5. So listen, good session today, but not great. I will do better tomorrow. But you know what? Listen, got to be kind to yourself in these situations. It's just a logical part of my brain's kicking in, and I can see why it's not gone how I want it to go. But you know what? In the aggregate, I've achieved the 500 pull-ups. I've achieved the 500 pull-ups. How I got there, the journey. Well, that was challenging. That was challenging. But listen, see how we get on tomorrow.